I am excited to be on the show. Yeah.
Good, good. You know what you're doing.
Yes, I know exactly what's happening, what we're doing today. I know everything actually.
Perfect.
I wrote the script.
Perfect. Yeah.
Or what script?
Yeah, what script?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no script.
Yeah,
This is
no.
an interview.
Yeah.
Anyways, welcome to Dialed In.
Oh,
We
boy.
have master triathlete Kia Alexander on today.
Yes,
we,
of course.
So we're gonna ask her a few questions about the three, athletics that she is a master of. One, I think is it 3 or 4 gold medals?
Ooh. It's actually 5.
Oh, it's 5.
Yeah.
Did you win one in the newest Olympics?
Yeah, it just hasn't gotten out yet, you know.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
I see.
You'll
All right.
see the news soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you a few questions
Okay.
about your sports. What's your favorite? And for the viewers, because they probably don't know, but
Yeah.
Kia Alexander is a master in the 3 sports of racquetball,
Yep.
hobby horsing, and
yes.
esports.
Yeah.
Now, out of those 3, which are your favorite?
Ooh. I'm gonna say esports and
Yeah.
racquetballing are my 2 highest ones.
Yeah. Is it just you don't like hobby horsing, or you're not?
No, I love hobby horsing.
Yeah,
It's
of
just, there are some things that the others have that hobby horsing doesn't.
That's fair. It does seem fun, very
Yeah.
entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about I actually have a list of your top esports.
Oh, you do?
because
Okay.
apparently it's not just esport, there are different things that go into it.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, so I memorized, of course. The ones that there are 4 that you're really good at, which
Yeah.
So does that mean you're good at 5, 6 sports, or is esports just one sport with different sub sports?
I think it really depends on who you ask, but I think you are right with it. Each sub-sport of esports is its own sport, but it's also an esport.
Okay. Anyways, out of these 4, which is your best?
Okay.
So we have you're really good at Cut the Rope, Where's My Water, Flappy Bird, and Jetpack Joyride.
Ooh.
So wait, I'm curious because I've never heard of any of those. So if you could tell me a little bit about all of them.
Okay. So, Cut the Rope is it's a really, really intense and difficult game.
Yeah, and is it competitive? Do you play with people?
highly competitive. Highly
Of course.
competitive.
It is in
where-
the Olympics. I should have known.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
obviously. Why didn't you know this? I
Sorry.
thought you did your research.
Sorry, I tried.
It's fine. I'm not upset. But in Cut the Rope, you have to move your character to a rope.
to a rope. Okay.
And then here's where the hard part comes in. So a UI pops up where you have to button mash very specific buttons at very specific times to cut the rope.
Okay, what is button mashing?
So basically,
But with a button.
yes, exactly.
All right, perfect. And I heard there are these things called consoles. Is that what console is this on?
It is available exclusively on the Xbox Switch.
Okay. I think I've heard of that one. It
Yeah.
came out in 1990, right?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. A vintage
It's
game.
a vintage game.
Yeah.
It
Perfect.
still holds up very well today.
Yeah, and you said character. Is it not you in the game?
Um,
Like a player 51, player 01.
player, yeah. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So you can customize your avatar to appear as you.
Avatar, like the blue people, or like the Avatar Way of the Water is also the blue
Yeah,
people.
that's also the blue people.
What's the guy with the arrow on his head?
I think it's like the
Avatar: The Way of the Earth.
I think
Yeah,
it's the
yeah.
way of the earth. Yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah.
I shouldn't have forgotten that.
Yeah,
one.
no, it's okay. I was
Yeah.
blanking on that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's similar. It's closer to the way of the Earth people.
I see.
But you can like customize them and put like little hats on them
Oh, that's
and change
cute.
their hair color and stuff. Yeah.
That's cute. That's cute. All right, I'll ask one more about this esports before we
Yeah.
move on to the next one.
Okay.
But I'm so curious. Where's My Water? Is that a social commentary on the lack of
Ooh.
fresh water, or is it just silly?
So, I think it is both. It can be taken as silly because what you do is you just run down to a creek, grab water, and then bring it to your father. And if you don't make it within the time limit, he beats you with a belt.
Oh,
But I think it can also be a commentary on, you know, the lack of water and lack of natural running water to houses, not as modern, what's the word for it?
sewage.
Yeah, that works. Not as modern sewage or appliances.
Oh,
That's what
appliances. I see.
So it can be taken as both as a silly time and as a social commentary on inequality.
Perfect. And I heard there was a Disney expansion pack. Do you know anything about that?
Ooh, yes, that is dropping very soon for Where's My Water, which I'm very excited for. It adds new abilities for some Disney characters. So
Ooh.
it adds a entire character selection screen to the start of the game.
Oh, that's
And,
pretty fun.
Like, I don't remember the wizard Mickey. I don't remember his name from the movie, but they're adding him, and he has like a teleport ability
Oh,
that
that's
allows
pretty
you to
cool.
get up and down the hill a little bit
That's
faster.
pretty
He'll
cool, that's
probably
pretty
be banned from comp, but that's okay.
yeah. And
Yeah.
what do these competitions look like? Is
So-
it just speed? Is it accuracy? Is it something else?
It is a very complex mixture of all of the game's mechanics. You have to be the quickest. You have to know the mechanics really well in order to execute these perfectly timed jumps and to gain extra speed to get down the hill and back up faster.
And do you have to fight with other players over the amount of water that is in the river, or does that not matter? Is it just speed based?
It doesn't. It's really cool. So if there's over 100 players in a lobby, the water will deplete,
Oh,
leaving like 5 or 6 people unable to get water. It's very
so you're screwed if you're like number 96. Or
Oh, yeah.
whatever.
no, yeah. If you're low, you're screwed.
Oh,
If you don't get to the river soon enough, it's over.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Ugh. Well, I guess that it does make sense. It is a highly competitive game. Yeah.
Yeah, there has to be some losers.
Yeah, and out of those two, which do you enjoy the most?
Ooh.
Which are you best at? Which have you won the most competitions in?
The best one I'm at, I think I'm the best at cut the rope.
Like in the world, or out of those?
I'm getting closer to the world. I think I'm like ranked number 3.
Oh,
So
that's really
we're
good.
getting up there.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
going
getting
to be
close.
the number 1 player. What was his tag? Like, Malcolm Gamer 3582, I believe. I'm gonna
Mm,
beat him one day.
Yeah, one day.
One day.
Malcolm,
I'm
she's
coming for you.
ya. Watch out.
I'm coming for you.
Anyways, thanks for
Yeah.
talking about esports.
Yes, of course.
Racquetball.
Racquetball. Yeah.
Racquetball.
Oh, I love racquetball. Yeah.
I'm not too familiar on the game. Do you want to give me the rules and the mechanics and how it works?
Yes. Okay. So racquetball is very similar to tennis.
To tennis. All right.
Yes, but there's some very key differences.
Yeah. Tell me.
So first off, you have to hit a racket with a ball over the net.
Instead of you hit the ball
Ball
with
with
the
a racket. Exactly.
Oh, I see.
Mhm. So, and you can, but also this gives you the ability to throw the ball at the
Oh.
racket so you can get a quick save in if need be.
Do you
So,
want a sip?
I would love a sip.
Great. It's a new Oreo Coke.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't mind that actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Does it help in racquetball?
Actually, yes. So that's another one of the rules. Any drinks or beverages, on the special fields of racquetball, if whatever you drink, will actually give you power-ups to like speed and agility and strength.
Oh.
So, I'm not actually sure what that does yet. I haven't tested it out. I might have to try it in my next competition. But yeah.
I imagine it has something to do with endurance.
I would imagine.
Yeah. It's both Oreo and zero sugar. So,
yeah,
it's pretty fun.
I would imagine that it has something to do with endurance, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's endurance and speed.
Ooh, you might be right, yeah.
Yeah.
Check out my next game, and we'll see how the Oreo Coke does.
Racquetball, yeah.
Racquetball, yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the field.
Okay, so have you seen Pokemon?
Yes, I have. I'm a big fan.
Okay, yeah, I would hope.
Pikachu, Caterville.
Oh, yeah. But that's one of my favorites,
Mew,
actually.
Ash Ketchum, one of my favorite Pokemon.
Oh, yeah, no, that's easily one of my favorites.
Yeah, top 5 for
yeah.
sure.
Oh, definitely. Even top 3, maybe, yeah.
Yeah. All right, tell me about Pokemon.
But
similar?
so the field, it can change depending on the refs like want for to mix things up. So like rocky terrain.
So it's like the Super Smash Brothers tournament field of Pokemon.
Yeah, where if I remember correctly, that can just change up at any point. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he can change it to there's now a mountain. You're now fighting on a mountain.
Ooh.
With snow in the middle of an ocean. You have to win before you drown. There's been a few close calls with some people, but
close calls. Yeah.
No one's died yet.
I'm curious with that. What does the racquetball uniform look like?
So the racquetball uniform consists of it's scuba gear.
Scuba gear. Okay.
So that's the base layer.
That's the base layer. Okay.
And then over top of it, there's a big Arctic jacket for if you get sent to the mountains or the middle of an iceberg.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's because rackets I guess can be dangerous or something if they hit you. It's like a chainmail helmet.
Ooh, I see.
Yeah. And there's night gauntlets. So there's some medieval armor aspects of it,
cool.
which is pretty awesome.
Is this a historical game?
Oh, yes, it's very historical. Kings used to have it in their courts all the time. Yeah, it was actually the jester's preferred way of entertaining the king, though they didn't always get to do it, and that's why they're usually depicted in media now, being silly guys dancing in front of the king. Because it was for special events only.
Yeah. Their true passions weren't really
exactly.
They weren't created in the arts for permanent history.
Yeah.
Whatever that's supposed to mean.
Yeah. So, it was saved for special occasions, and the rest of the time they didn't get to follow their dreams and just danced and made the royal family laugh.
Makes sense. Moving away from the historical, what's the pointing system of racquetball?
The pointing system of racquetball is the same as tennis.
Same as tennis, all right.
Except if you pick the racket up within 3 seconds and hit it back, then it only counts as half a point to the other team.
I see.
So, it can get a little complicated sometimes with
sense.
the halves and the full points, but Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. And what's your training routine for this racquetball look like?
So, training routine.
Give me a day in your life of a training day.
So, a training day. It looks specifically for racquetball or just overall?
Specifically for racquetball.
Okay, specifically for racquetball. So, you go to the gym, you do your average arm workout stuff and legs so you can run and treadmill and that stuff. And then instead of weights, we actually you lift tennis rackets.
Oh.
So the weight of them so you can hit them back properly.
Smart.
That's one of the reasons I'm in the top. Anyone wanting to get to the top,
muscle memory is an important
it is
thing.
And so about muscle memory, actually it's very important. So how people train for swords with multiple swings of 200 swings of a sword a day? Yeah. So you do that, you get a tennis ball, and then you just do that.
Yes, I see.
Yeah, you do that for I do that for 18 hours straight.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive. That's really.
Yeah.
And how do you sleep?
So, what I've come to discover is that sleep is a construct made by society to put down those who want to reach greatness. So, to answer your question, I don't sleep.
Great. I was wondering why your eyes looked like
Like what? My eyes are fine.
Yeah. So, anyways, hobby horsing. Our final
yeah.
panel.
Okay, yeah. Hobby horsing.
Hobby horsing. What is your hobby horse's name?
My hobby horse's name is Timothy Hobby the Third.
Is it because the previous two didn't work out, or did you just get him like that?
We don't talk about it. Are you okay there?
What does an average day in your training life look like for hobby horsing?
Oh, okay. So an average day for hobby horsing. So I get on my horse, right? Timothy Hobby the Third.
Yeah.
My beloved friend who's been with me since age 1, actually.
Wow.
Yeah. I started hobby horsing at a very young age.
That is how the prodigies are made.
Yeah. So I get on my horse, right? And then we go to the Arts and Crafts Center, right?
Yes.
And I teach him more hobbies that he doesn't already know. My horse knows, like, I want to say Timothy knows like 270 different hobbies
Wow.
at this point.
Do you want to
So-
name the top like 10, 15?
So his favorites are, he loves to crochet. He
classic,
absolutely loves crocheting. He will go feral if he sees a crochet needle.
I see.
Oh, what are the other ones he likes? He loves interior decoration.
Ooh.
He's very into cottagecore right now, so he loves putting leaves everywhere. It gets a little annoying when I wake up and my house is a mystical forest. But
that's
you know,
that's kind of fun.
it's pretty fun. Yeah.
adds a break from the monotony of life.
Yeah, no, exactly. And it changes every week or so.
Yeah.
You know, short-term memory of a horse and all that.
Yeah.
Training them
traditionally,
hobbies
they
is
don't
very
have-
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. He also loves painting. He can paint some really weird things, but he loves painting. He's really good at it.
What medium? Like watercolor, acrylic, oil?
He likes to mix all three at once.
a little mixed media.
Yeah, he likes
action.
mixed media of it. He typically likes watercolor, acrylic, and watercolor and acrylic are his go-to.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any more?
Ooh, he really likes board games. He's really competitive about board games. He usually,
yeah.
if board games ever comes up in a tournament, he wins it easily.
Immediately.
It's over.
What are his favorite board games?
Ooh, so he really likes Explorers. I don't know if you've heard of this game.
I've not actually. Tell me a little bit about it.
Explorers is an amazing game where you explore the world as some people on ships, right?
Yeah.
You know, I don't play the game myself, so I don't know a lot
You don't know
about
a
it.
ton.
I don't know a ton about it, but, you know, it looks really cool from what I've seen. The pieces are incredibly well made.
Yeah.
You know, all the artwork is phenomenal. I wish we had a copy to show, but, you know.
That would be fun.
That would be
fun.
pretty nice, but, you know. It's pretty cool. It looks like a really interesting game. I might have to play against my horse one day. I'll probably lose, but you know that's all right.
I mean, he sounds like the world.
He's a
class board
professional.
game
Yeah,
player.
he's a professional. He's a professional at Explorers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pro.
He also really likes Monopoly.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Cool. I do. I also dabble in Monopoly occasionally.
Yeah.
Phineas and Ferb Monopoly is a class favorite. Gardemonopoly,
Ooh,
pretty
his
fun.
favorite was Hello Kitty Monopoly. Actually,
Ooh, that one's a classic. A classic.
Yeah, no. That morning I woke up with my house decorated like a Hello Kitty cafe, but you know it was pretty cute. It was actually really nicely done, so I wasn't too mad.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. And What do the competitions of hobby horsing look like?
So there's 3 rounds
3 rounds
per hobby horse tournament, right? And there's a D100 that they switch up every year of 100 different hobbies. And each round they roll it to see what hobby you're going to play. And if your horse doesn't know it,
you're screwed.
Yeah, but if your horse, that's why Timothy knows
over
a
200.
lot
Yeah.
of hobbies, over 200.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Crazy. And
Yeah.
then they just compete. Is it
Yeah.
speed,
Yeah.
craftsmanship?
So depending on what it is, it can be scored for craftsmanship, speed, whoever wins the game. And it's a bracket system, so there's a bunch of people.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
I see.
yeah. Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
That's fun. Yeah. And what are your goals and aspirations for becoming the best triathlete in the world?
Yeah. So I just hope to inspire future generations of esports, hobby horsing, and racquetball. I hope to inspire them so they know that anything can be done, and they can reach their dreams.
Nice. Wonderful. Well, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so that was our triathlete, Kia Alexander. If you want to know more about her and her amazing, sports and athleticism, you have a gym company, right?
Oh, yeah. Sparkly Horse Gym. It's almost in every state at this point. We're getting there. Only Minnesota won't let me build one. I don't know why. I'm coming for you, Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah,
I guess
but
they're not big on tri-sports.
Yeah,
right?
they're not big on tri-sports. Yeah, but ever want to train anything, go there. It's pretty cool. I appear at every location, actually. I am omnipresent.
So that's why I saw you in Kentucky the other day.
Yeah, that would be why.
Fascinating. Well, thanks for coming on. We will see you next week. Bye-bye.